Well, say we have a few of y'all in here this morning. All right. So it's been an interesting past couple of days. Uh, I'm driving in a different vehicle today because not that you would necessarily notice, but hit a pothole yesterday in one of our wonderful South Carolina roads, and it wasn't even a big pothole, but I just hit it just right. Didn't see it. It was so small, and it took out my entire right side front passenger side rim, bent the whole thing in. So that was fun driving home yesterday at 50 miles an hour on an 80-mile-an-hour freeway. It was fun watching semis barrel down upon me. But anyway, good morning. It's top of the morning Tuesday, and today is August the 3rd, 2021, so they tell us. And I was just watching Extreme Reality Check. She's got a new piece out, just came out, and I highly recommend it. If you don't know Extreme Reality Check, um, uh, whoop, just lost the connection there. Anyway, she's talking about a company called Entrust, and you all want to know about this company. You know, I've been saying for a long time that uh, we didn't win World War II. And a lot of people are going to be offended by that. How dare you say that, Dave? No, we didn't. Um, the the most profound Trojan horse was brought into the United States under the guise of Nazi scientists. You know, one of them was von Braun, and of course he was leading the Apollo effort and all of that rigmarole, right? Even worked with Walt Disney to create entertainment video, right, back in the day. And of course another number of other scientists that have worked to improve the lives of America and the world since World War II. And what we're finding is the family lines of all of those who are of the Third Reich are now creating, and if you've listened to Klaus Schwab, and he talks about the fourth industrial revolution, that might be code word for the Fourth Reich, okay? And, the Great Reset, y'all have heard of that, right? Yes, Operation Paperclip, Eskimo. That's right. And comment about Disney got scrubbed yesterday, according to Gabrielle. Yeah, that you got. We all have to kind of just default to knowing that some of the things we do and say are going to be hidden or removed by the AI algorithms, right? So it's we do what we can. We are in fact fighting what amounts to an uphill battle. Um, but anyway, so Extreme Reality Check was talking about that the company called Entrust, which has been entrusted with the creation of the digital passports in the UK. I believe that's the story. Um, so you want to check that out. Definitely go to Extreme Reality Check. It's spelled with an X, not EX, right? And let me turn this air down. It's too cold in here. Um, Also, a lot of work by Amazing Polly, and of course she's moved to BitChute. I also have a BitChute account, and I've been moving some of my stuff to it. But uh, YouTube is a place where we have to watch what we say, right? And yeah, so there's that. So anyway, I did want to mention it's something. It's in Revelation, and I couldn't open it up on the laptop and have it and look at it before I got on the freeway. But it's a part where it describes the beast as having four heads like a leopard, one of the beasts, right? And it has the wings of a fowl. Just look it up. It also describes other animals. I saw a beast that was like a lion, and with wings, and its two wings were plucked and removed. Right? Y'all have heard that before, right? It might be in Daniel. It's in Revelation, Daniel, and right, and it had feet like a bear. Right? Y'all do realize that all of our nations have animals that represent the nations. And the UK, the United Kingdom, is represented by a lion. And of course, oh, that lion, the wings were plucked, they were eagle's wings. And of course, the nation today that's represented by an eagle is the United States, right? And so consider this, think about it. You got the UK, the lion, and its eagle's wings plucked, right? That's what happened, right? The United States came out of the lion, right? Okay, just consider that. Of course, the bear represents Russia, and uh, but then there's this beast that has four heads of a leopard and wings of a fowl. Okay, so why am I bringing this up? Because the leopard, Germany, is represented by a leopard, always has been. If you recall, their tanks, Panzers, right? Uh, a panther, okay, tiger, panther, and so this beast that's in the end of days, that has four heads and the wings of a fowl, would represent the Fourth Reich, okay. And I'm paraphrasing to the nth degree. I don't have the scriptures in front of me to be able to really read directly from them. I recommend you look it up. And a fowl, that animal, the chicken, the rooster, is France. Okay, that's the animal that they use as their emblem. It's emblematic of France, right? That's right. And so, anyway, yeah, Monica, thank you, sister. So well, you must be checking online or something. So, anyway, we can look at the scripture, and it tells us, it describes to us kind of the whole scenario. Of course, it's in symbols, right? And it's spiritual. It's spiritual things, so it has to be understood spiritually, right? And so while it is true and literal, but we have to examine the scriptures spiritually and look at the spirit of the world right now. And so what we have is that the Third Reich of World War II in Germany did not go away. Okay, they just hid themselves. They tucked their leadership and their resources of mind and their whole thinking, right? Their whole socialist thinking, because that's what Nazi is, National Socialist, right? And they just kind of hid it and weaved it into basically all of the governments of the world, particularly the United States. and we're very patient, and we see that coming to fruition today. That's what's happening now. It's coming out into the light, um, and so we're seeing these socialist ideals, and we're seeing the companies that and family lines that ruled in the Third Reich never went away, and now they're running our education systems, right? They're running. This is something Extreme Reality Check talked about. It was profound. I highly recommend you watch it. Again, it's the part of the title is Entrust. All right, so look for that. But they, where was I? Losing my train of thought. I just watched a car zip by. I'm doing almost 80 miles an hour. It's raining, and I watched a car go by like I was standing still. Um, anyway, it's raining, kind of getting seems to be getting worse. So I think I'm going to have to get off here because it's getting so bad that I just totally have to pay attention to what's going on around here. People pulled over to the side of the road. That always sucks in the rain. Changing a flat tire. Um, anyway, so when Trust is run by a family called Quant, and they were a powerful family in World War II Germany, and so much so, I mean, totally part of Goebbels. The best man in one of their weddings, their family weddings, was Hitler himself. I mean, this is high up the Nazi food chain. So this same family now is running and creating and running all of the security industries, all of the digital certificate stuff in the UK, right? Um, the digital VX certificate stuff, okay? And so again, I highly recommend you check out Extreme Reality Check's piece. Listen to it today; it'll be worth your while. Uh, Friday, we're going to talk about uh, what the periodic table, which if y'all have seen it, right, it's all the elements, right, in the world, everything, the carbon, helium, hydrogen, right, how what that has to do with the days of Noah, and of course these end of days, and what it has to do with the VX, and how they're leveraging the organic components, particularly of the periodic table. And I want to demonstrate on Friday how they're not injecting a chip, folks, but they are building the components in the bodies of the people who take the VX. They're building the components to turn you into an electronic device. They're building the chips inside of us. And we're gonna talk about that on Friday. Also, before I go, I want to mention uh, uh, what's Aaron Moffat's channel name? I guess you all know Aaron Moffat. She's going through something right now, and I love her attitude about it. She's got this whole thing where she got pulled and popped for not having insurance on a bus, and there's this thing, a movement some of you may not be familiar with, called the Free Man movement. It's um, another group, maybe you've heard of it, called Sovereign Citizens, and basically the ideas of it is that you are a free human being. For example, in Aaron's case, and hopefully I don't explain this wrong. Simply put, is that you don't need a license to drive a vehicle on the road. You're not a driver. You're not a commercial entity. You are a human being. You're a traveler. And so, Aaron, I want to just ask you all to pray for Aaron's situation. She's trying to approach this legal issue. She's actually right in her ideals, but of course society's fighting against her, and the court system is. And I want to encourage you all to pray for her. Um, Go to her channel and listen to some of the talking she's talking about. She's it'll sound crazy in some of your hearing. It'll sound wrong, but the reality in this world is that there are these contracts that we make when we take a license, and basically we make an agreement to be this personage on the license, named on the license, and you're actually not. Okay, and I it's kind of hard for me to talk about this and pay attention to what's going on in front of me right now. So listen, I'm gonna cut out of here, and just y'all tell a friend. Um, Friday's gathering is going to be, God willing, we're going to talk about that. What I mentioned about the periodic table, what they're actually doing with the VX, and if you've got friends and family that want to understand what is really being done regarding the jab, please invite them to come Friday morning around 10:30 Eastern, and I'll see you all there. Okay, so God bless you.